It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Good to be in the booth with my partner Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league, and we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
Mike, I remember the first time I watched one of his college games, and I was blown away. I mean, the accuracy. That ball looks like it's jumping out of his hand. He is physically talented. He's mature. He's played a lot of football. He has overcome a lot of adversity, man. That is a formula for success in the NFL. He might have to wait a little bit to find his time, but the more opportunities he gets like here in this one, I think he has a bright future. This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Another run here for Robinson. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 28-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That one taken in by London. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. It's a give up the middle to Robinson.
These are tough situations. You want to stay out of 2nd and real long. You figure it's going to be a pass, but this is a nice changeup by the play caller. He keeps the ball on the ground, picks up a good gain, and now this 3rd down got a whole lot more manageable.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Ray McCloud Touchdown, Falcons. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the #1 goal of every team, every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over.
Second and a yard. Cooks going in motion. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
He had plenty of juice coming across to get the ball, Mike, but he hit a whole new gear after he secured it and began getting vertical. By comparison, it looked like a lot of the defenders who had a shot at him were a little flat-footed and ended up getting burned for a big game.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. Third and 6. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A 1st carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he will take this down, close to a 1st down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
Now Dowdle. And he's Not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down to the backfield on 3rd and short.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. On play action, here's Dak. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz planned for this 4th down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And stretching it out toward the sideline, but the defense gets to him. He'll be taken down for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll go again with Robinson. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. It is Jordan Lewis who brought him down. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Here's Penix. And that is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
So on 4th down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Falcons with the early lead. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Cooks going in motion. On 2nd down, it's Dak. Pass pulled in by Vaughn. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Dak facing 3rd and long. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
To return is Williams. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Falcons offense ready to get back to work. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. And a short pickup past the 25. On 2nd down, here's Penix. taking off. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Atlanta.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to McLeod. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Short throw taken by Pitts. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Michael Penix. Touchdown, Atlanta. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
Now the lefty Penix on first down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
On second down, Penix. He's got his target. That's Pitts. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Dak. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. To throw is Dak. That's to Ferguson once again. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go
in trouble, and down he goes. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Second down, Prescott. Now he'll run. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. Here's a 3rd and 10. Prescott. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Here's Brian Anger now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Falcons are in the lead. We'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the halftime report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Greg, simply put, they've been off their game right from the jump.
Yeah, and sometimes it's just the way the game goes, and you can't really put your finger on it, but you feel good coming out of the week of practice. You feel really good about your game plan, and then once the ball's kicked off, nothing seems to work, and it's very frustrating because you can look great one week, and then...
Oh, no chance to get rid of that ball. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
This is a great example of the game within the game. They're making what they call Mike declaration, and that's what sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. And in this case, the Mike was the one who came, and he's unblocked, and he's able to get home.
They'll run with Dowdle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Finding yourself down here multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, it's Dowdle. Not much develops there. Get this to about the 43. Now a second down throw for Prescott. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolan. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Finally seems that this offense has found their rhythm after what's been a really slow first 2 quarters. They're hopeful that this series can be the spark. They continue to be efficient in the passing game and go finish this drive.
First down, Prescott. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it'll be second down.
This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it, because at some point something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it.
14 on the pickup. That's good for a Dallas first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll work his way only to the 23. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
3rd down and 9. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Got a man. That's Tolbert. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one's good for 12 and a first down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Prescott now. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
Man, even the big guy couldn't barrel ahead for just a couple yards and pick up that first. That's really impressive by that defensive front to not only hold up, but to force 4th down.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Avery Williams on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Falcons offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got his man, it's Mooney. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. That'll be caught by McLeod. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll run it here with Robinson. And that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On first down, right back to Robinson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Throwing is Penix. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
A gain there of 11. It's good for a Falcon first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
On the ground, it's Robinson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this.
For probably 6 months. Do something. Maybe I thought that no matter what I do, it's just going to say, what if I keep on?
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, here is Penix. To the right, that's Pitts. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Penix. He'll get this to Pitts once more. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Cowboys offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Now Prescott. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 12 yards on the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
They'll throw again. Dak. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
On second down, it's Dak. He'll let this go deep for Tolbert. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And now it's fourth down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
That's down the field for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. And here's Bijan. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Falcons. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
Here's Coop for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons move out to a 21-3 advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This just makes it to the landing zone. It's taken at the 18. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. A gain of 11 there and a first down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
In motion, Lamb. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Cooks. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
He's going to keep it himself.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Dak. The open man is Tolbert. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Throwing is Prescott. Pass pulled in by Vaughn. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And he's going to be out of bounds as the clock will stop. But it would have stopped anyway as we've hit the 2-minute warning. Prescott again. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Jalen Tolbert, touchdown, Dallas. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, that recovery certainly makes things a little more interesting, but you're still down 2 possessions, so you've got to work fast, score quickly, and then line back up and recover another one.
This pass right side taken in by Cooks. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10 and a quick first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
It is 2nd down and 5. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And they are indeed back within one score.
Wow, what a big kick there. I mean, just looking down, anytime the kicker is lined up on the other side of the 50, you think, there's no way this ball's going to get there, Mike. But listen, he's got a big leg. This one he strikes absolutely perfect. That was good off the foot. All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Here's Robinson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They face 2nd down and 7. Another run here for Robinson. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. A gift, and here comes Robinson. And this defense holds its ground. They stop him for no gain, and 4th down's coming up. The Falcons send their punting unit out as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. This one downfield, complete to Cooks. A gain there of 23 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here comes second down. Again, Prescott to the air. So the gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
He'll let this go deep for Tolbert, and he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Arlington.
So the two excited, the two hosts and the director. Let's make any correction burn.
I felt like really gas. They show their love. High competing and that's a subject. All right.
It's fine. Let's try and find Vinny Vlog. We need all the rookies on deck for the stage show and first live show. Jenny's going to be the director, so we need to work out the camera shots. Me and Dina host. What's your hosting? Ladies and gentlemen, one of the weird voice likes the crowd function that says, roomies are in charge of casting.
What do you know about Michael Vinny? Where are you going to from?
And Vinny has no idea what's happening.
Backstage, you see it downstairs? It. Directing a live dating show, not my specialty, for movie star.
I like the audience chairs. I'm not going to fill it.
But somebody needs to be behind the scenes, making sure that everything is running smoothly. It's kind of like something I'm looking to do. Okay.
On these dating shows, it's more like, okay, we're going on a first date. Where are you going to bring me?
Right, that's like a story.
Yeah. We need good questions that we can have Vinny ask these girls.
Anything about the stripper bishop?
Because he was one.
I feel it's probably from most.
We're going to be prepared and we're actually going to pull this off. What is he talking about doing this lots of what?
There you go, Jerry Springer on his ass. Camera runs are done.
Yes, director.
BDS has been entrusted with crowd control. BDS instructs the crowd to be quiet. It's because BDS stays silent. When you hear applause, it's because BDS sheds applause. I think this one is self-explanatory. Jesus. Is anybody over here single?
Singles. Are you down for a blind date?
It's all a dating game.
Oh, it'll be fun. I'll think about it.
I know me likes what comes to win. Get to know them, know where they're from, what they do. I've helped them find love 15 times. Each girl seems to work, so I am perfect for this. Cowboy's a bit of an entrepreneur. He's an extrovert.
I mean, sure.
Perfect. But I need dreams guy. Smooth, comfortable, being single. Whoa. I need to max out all my powers to help this kid find love.
Speaking of party guy,
Cowboy's a same ingredient.
giving and she said she worked today. She didn't leave her room today. No, I missed the day today because I'm just in my feelings about to my husband's relationship.
Have you spoke to her?
We haven't spoken about it, but I still wanted to try to have a good time.
Literally,
We need to help.
yeah. So we're banding our stuff for Benny.
Another one? So he needs you to start to know we're getting all this ready, but do not tell him about it. Keep it on keep calm. If you just say about something else. I don't mind running distraction within because I can do it pretty easily and also I can take some of this for a long time.
It's funny.